Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by mountains and forests, there lived a 30-year-old man named James. James was deeply restless. His mind was always full of thoughts, endless thoughts that came and went throughout the day. These thoughts made him feel uneasy, tired, and overwhelmed. He felt sadness when he thought about his past, and fear when he thought about his future. His mind was like a constant storm. Because of this restlessness, James couldn't feel calm. He couldn't sleep well. Slowly, he even forgot how to smile. One day, James heard about a faraway village in the hills. People said a wise king lived there, a man who had once been a famous psychologist in the city. He had helped many people find peace in their minds. Now old, he had left the busy city life and chosen to live quietly near nature, offering advice to those who sought it. Hope awakened inside James. He thought, maybe this wise king can help me find peace. So, James decided to go and meet him. After many days of a long and tiring journey, James finally reached the village in the hills. There, he saw a small house covered with greenery. On the porch, the old wise king sat quietly, meditating. His eyes were closed and his face looked calm and peaceful. James approached him and said softly, "Wise king, my mind is always restless. I cannot stop thinking. I want peace in my heart. Can you help me?" The old wise king slowly opened his eyes and smiled warmly. "So, you are looking for peace," he said. "Come with me. I will give you a small task. If you complete it, I will teach you something you will never forget." He led James to his yard and filled a glass completely to the top with water. "Walk from here to the edge of the village and come back," the king said, "but you must not spill even one drop." James was surprised, but he accepted the challenge. Holding the glass carefully, he began walking. The road was narrow and busy. People passed by. Shopkeepers shouted, dogs barked, car owners loaded and offloaded goods. Children danced on the roadside. But James didn't look around. His eyes stayed fixed on the glass. Step by step, he walked slowly and carefully. People stared, but no one disturbed him. Finally, James returned and said, "Wise king, I did it. I didn't spill even one drop." The king smiled and asked, "Did you see the children playing? Did you hear the dogs barking? Did you notice the people dancing or the goods being loaded?" James looked confused. "No," he said. "I didn't see or hear anything. I was only focused on the glass." The old wise king smiled gently and said, "That is the secret. Something that was always inside you, but you did not know." When your mind stays in the present moment, there is no space for fear, confusion, or unnecessary thoughts. While you were focused on the water, your mind became quiet. You were not sad about the past. You were not worried about the future. Slowly, James understood. This was the peace he had been searching for. Peace is not something we find outside ourselves. Peace already exists within us when we live fully in the present moment. James bowed his head and said softly, "Wise king, now I understand. If I want to calm my mind, I must keep it in this moment. That is when real peace comes." The wise king smiled and replied, "You learn very fast." As the sun set and birds returned to their nests, James began his journey home. But he was no longer the restless man he once was. He had changed. He was peaceful inside, because now he knew how to control his mind. If this story spoke to your heart, show your support by liking this video. Share it with someone who needs peace today. Subscribe to Awaken Greatness and keep walking your journey forward.